All right, let's go back to the 1600s when people feared the dark for very real reasons. This story is inspired by true events and legends whispered in Europe during the 17th century, a slow, creeping kind of horror that people swore actually happened. The Black Shuck of Bungay, England, 1577 stories still haunted the 1600s. On a storm-heavy Sunday, the sky above the small town of Bungay turned almost green-black. Thunder didn't just rumble, it sounded like iron doors slamming in the clouds. People hurried into St. Mary's Church, believing stone walls were safer than the raging storm outside. Halfway through the service, the doors burst open. A huge black dog walked in, larger than any wolf, its fur dripping like it had crawled out of a grave. Witnesses said its eyes burned red, bright enough to throw shadows against the church walls. Noan moved. The storm outside suddenly went quiet. The creature walked slowly down the aisle, not running. No gros. Just choosing. To people near the front collapsed before it even touched them. Some said it brushed past them. Others swore it never made contact at all. Then the beast leapt toward a stone pillar, and deep claw marks appeared in solid rock. Marks that locals claimed were still visible decades later. A bolt of lightning crashed through the church tower. When the smoke cleared, the dog was gone. But the horror wasn't over. On the same day, a similar creature was reported in a nearby village church, miles away, at nearly the exact same hour. People in the 1600s believed the Black Shuck was an omen of death, a warning sent before plagues, fires, or war. Some claimed they saw it walking lonely roads just before entire families fell sick. Others said if you heard heavy paws behind you at night, you must never turn around, because those who did were said to die within the year. Why this terrified people back then? The 17th century was full of plague, storms, and unexplained deaths. People already felt cursed. Churches were considered sacred safe spaces, so something entering one felt deeply unnatural. Witnesses were ordinary villagers and clergy, not just storytellers, which made the legend feel real. If you want, I can tell you a true, documented 17th century haunting like real court records and testimonies. A cosmic slow-burn horror set in the 1600s that feels ancient and forbidden. Or African-inspired 17th century legend closer to your side of the world. What kind of scary are you in the mood for? Psychological, supernatural, or this might actually have happened?